Have you ever felt like you're the only one on your spiritual journey? Do you sometimes wonder if it's normal to feel alone on this path? Let's explore why walking the spiritual path alone isn't just normal, it's essential. Many people think spiritual growth is about connecting with others, joining groups, or following a guide. But the truth is, the most important spiritual journey happens within you. It's a deeply personal experience that no one else can fully share or understand. When we talk about walking the spiritual path alone, we're not suggesting you should cut yourself off from others. Instead, we're highlighting the importance of your individual journey. Your spiritual path is as unique as your fingerprint. No two paths are exactly alike because no two people have the same experiences, thoughts, or perspectives. The nature of personal growth is inherently individual. Think about it. Your thoughts, feelings, and insights are yours alone. While you can share them with others, no one else can experience them exactly as you do. This is why your spiritual journey must be primarily a solo adventure. Self-discovery is at the heart of spiritual growth. It's about looking inward and understanding yourself on a deeper level. This process requires time alone with your thoughts and feelings. When you're constantly surrounded by others or seeking their input, it can be hard to hear your own inner voice. Solitude gives you the space to reflect, meditate, and connect with your true self. It allows you to explore your thoughts and feelings without the influence of others. In these quiet moments, you often find the most profound insights about yourself and your place in the world. One of the challenges of spiritual growth is overcoming external influences. We're all affected by the opinions and expectations of others, whether we realize it or not. Family, friends, society, they all have ideas about how we should live and what we should believe. While these influences aren't necessarily bad, they can sometimes drown out our own inner wisdom. When you walk your spiritual path alone, you have the freedom to make choices based on your own insights and experiences. You're not swayed by the opinions of others or pressured to conform to their beliefs. This doesn't mean you ignore good advice or close yourself off to new ideas. It simply means you take the time to process information and decide for yourself what feels true and right for you. Building inner strength is another crucial aspect of spiritual growth. When you face challenges alone, you develop resilience and self-reliance. You learn to trust your own judgment and capabilities. This doesn't mean you never ask for help or support. It means you develop the strength to stand on your own 2 feet, even when things get tough. Think about how you feel when you overcome a challenge on your own. There's a sense of accomplishment and confidence that comes from knowing you can handle difficult situations. This inner strength becomes a foundation for your spiritual growth, allowing you to face future challenges with courage and grace. It's important to understand that even when we participate in group spiritual activities, our experiences are still personal and unique. You might attend a meditation retreat with hundreds of other people, but your internal experience will be yours alone. The insights you gain, the emotions you feel, the changes you undergo, these are all individual. This is why relying too heavily on others for spiritual guidance can be limiting. While teachers and mentors can provide valuable insights and techniques, they can't walk your path for you. They can point the way, but you must take the steps yourself. Finding your own truth is a crucial part of spiritual growth. This means questioning what you've been taught, thinking critically about new information, and trusting your own experiences. It's about developing your own understanding of the world and your place in it, rather than simply accepting what others tell you. Your personal experiences shape your beliefs in ways that no one else's experiences can. What resonates as true for you might not feel right for someone else, and that's okay. Your truth is valid because it's born from your unique perspective and journey. Silence and solitude play a vital role in spiritual growth. In our noisy, busy world, it's easy to get caught up in constant activity and stimulation. But it's in the quiet moments that we often find the deepest insights and connections. Taking time for silence allows you to tune into your inner voice. It gives you space to process your thoughts and feelings without distraction. This doesn't mean you need to spend hours in silent meditation, although you can if that feels right for you. Even small pockets of quiet time throughout your day can make a big difference. There are many ways to cultivate inner stillness. You might try meditation, mindful breathing, or simply sitting quietly in nature. The key is to find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. Over time, you'll likely find that these quiet moments become a source of clarity and peace in your life. Navigating relationships while walking your spiritual path alone can be tricky. You might find that your beliefs or practices start to differ from those of your friends and family. This doesn't mean you have to end these relationships. It just means you need to find a balance between staying true to your path and maintaining connections with others. Setting boundaries is an important part of this process. You might need to limit time with people who drain your energy or challenge your beliefs in unhelpful ways. You might also need to be clear about your needs for alone time or quiet reflection. At the same time, it's important to stay open to connection and support. Walking your spiritual path alone doesn't mean isolating yourself. It's about finding a balance between solitude and community that works for you. As you continue on your spiritual journey, remember to trust your own process. It's natural to sometimes feel uncertain or to question whether you're on the right path. But if you stay true to yourself and keep exploring with an open heart and mind, you'll find your way. Your spiritual journey is as unique as you are. It's shaped by your experiences, your personality, your challenges, and your triumphs. Embracing this uniqueness can be liberating. You don't have to fit into anyone else's mold or follow anyone else's rules. You're free to explore, question, and grow in your own way. This doesn't mean your path will always be easy. There will likely be times of confusion, doubt, or struggle. But these challenges are part of the journey. They're opportunities for growth and self-discovery. When you face them with courage and openness, you often find that they lead to your greatest insights and breakthroughs. Walking your spiritual path alone doesn't mean you're truly alone. We're all connected on a deeper level, even when we're following our individual paths. Your journey contributes to the collective growth and evolution of all of us. As you continue on your path, stay curious. Keep exploring new ideas and practices. Be willing to challenge your own beliefs and assumptions. Stay open to new experiences and insights. This openness is what keeps your spiritual journey alive and vibrant. At the same time, trust your own inner wisdom. You have an innate knowledge that can guide you if you learn to listen to it. This inner wisdom often speaks in subtle ways: a gut feeling, a sudden insight, a sense of peace when you make a certain choice. Learning to recognize and trust these inner signals is a crucial part of walking your spiritual path. Remember that your spiritual journey is not a race or a competition. There's no finish line to cross, no prize for getting there first. It's a lifelong process of growth and discovery. Take your time. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small victories and insights along the way. It's also important to be gentle with yourself. You'll make mistakes. You'll have setbacks. You'll sometimes feel lost or confused. This is all part of the journey. Instead of judging yourself harshly for these moments, try to approach them with compassion and curiosity. What can you learn from this experience? How can it help you grow? As you walk your spiritual path, you might find that your relationships change. Some people might not understand your new perspectives or practices. Others might feel threatened by your growth. This can be challenging, but it's a normal part of the process. Remember, you don't need to justify your path to anyone else. It's okay to respectfully disagree with others or to choose not to discuss certain topics. At the same time, try to stay open and compassionate towards others, even when their views differ from yours. Everyone is on their own journey, just like you. You might also find new connections forming as you walk your path. You might meet people who share similar interests or who inspire you in new ways. These connections can be valuable, offering support, inspiration, and new perspectives. Just remember to maintain your own inner guidance even as you learn from others. One of the beautiful aspects of walking your spiritual path alone is the freedom it gives you to explore different ideas and practices. You're not bound by the rules or traditions of any one system. You can draw wisdom from various sources and integrate it in a way that feels authentic to you. This might mean exploring different spiritual traditions, studying various philosophies, or experimenting with different practices. You might find value in meditation one day and artistic expression the next. You might resonate with certain teachings from one tradition and others from a completely different one. This eclectic approach can lead to a rich and personalized spiritual practice. As you explore, pay attention to what resonates with you. What practices make you feel more centered and connected? What ideas spark a sense of truth or insight within you? These are clues that can guide you on your path. It's also important to give yourself permission to change and evolve. What feels right for you today might not feel right tomorrow, and that's okay. Your spiritual path is not set in stone. It's a living, breathing thing that grows and changes as you do. One of the challenges of walking your spiritual path alone is maintaining motivation and discipline. Without the structure of a formal spiritual community or the guidance of a teacher, it can be easy to let your practice slide. This is where self-discipline comes in. It's important to establish your own routines and practices that support your spiritual growth. This might mean setting aside time each day for meditation or reflection. It might mean regularly reading or studying spiritual texts. It might mean practicing mindfulness in your daily activities. Consistency is key. Even small regular efforts can lead to significant growth over time. At the same time, be flexible. If your usual practice isn't working for you on a particular day, be willing to adapt. The goal is to nurture your spiritual growth, not to follow rigid rules. Another important aspect of walking your spiritual path alone is learning to trust your own experiences. In the spiritual realm, personal experience is a powerful teacher. Pay attention to the insights, feelings, and realizations you have during your practices or in your daily life. These experiences are your direct connection to spiritual truth. They're more valuable than any second-hand knowledge you might gain from books or teachers. This doesn't mean you should ignore external wisdom. It simply means giving priority to your own direct experiences. When you have a profound experience or insight, take time to reflect on it, journal about it, meditate on it, see how it applies to your life. These personal revelations often contain deep wisdom that can guide you on your path. As you walk your spiritual path, you might encounter periods of doubt or uncertainty. You might question your beliefs or wonder if you're making any progress at all. These moments of doubt are actually valuable parts of the journey. Doubt encourages you to question, to look deeper, to refine your understanding. Instead of seeing doubt as an enemy, try to view it as a tool for growth. When doubt arises, use it as an opportunity to examine your beliefs more closely. Are they still serving you? Do they still ring true? This process of questioning and refining is how your spiritual understanding deepens over time. Remember, walking your spiritual path alone doesn't mean you have to figure everything out by yourself. It's okay to seek information, to learn from others, to ask for help when you need it. The key is to use these external resources as tools for your own exploration rather than as absolute authorities. Books, videos, workshops, and conversations with others can all provide valuable insights and perspectives. They can introduce you to new ideas and practices. They can offer comfort and inspiration when you're facing challenges. But ultimately, it's up to you to integrate this information into your own understanding and experience. As you continue on your path, you might find that your perception of the world begins to shift. You might start to see connections you never noticed before. You might become more aware of the beauty in everyday moments. You might develop a deeper sense of compassion for others. These shifts in perception are signs of spiritual growth. They indicate that your inner work is having an effect not just on your thoughts and beliefs, but on how you experience the world around you. You might also notice changes in your reactions to life's challenges. Situations that once would have caused stress or anger might now be met with more calm and understanding. This doesn't mean you'll never feel negative emotions. It simply means you're developing a broader perspective that allows you to respond to life's ups and downs with more equanimity. One of the most profound aspects of walking your spiritual path alone is the deepening relationship you develop with yourself. As you spend time in self-reflection and inner exploration, you come to know yourself on a deeper level. You become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. You start to understand your own motivations and desires more clearly. This self-knowledge is incredibly empowering. It allows you to make choices that are more aligned with your true self and your deepest values. This deepening self-relationship also fosters self-acceptance. As you come to know yourself more fully, including your strengths and your flaws, you develop a more compassionate and accepting attitude towards yourself. This self-acceptance then extends outwards, allowing you to be more accepting of others as well. As you walk your spiritual path, you might find that your priorities in life begin to shift. Things that once seemed incredibly important might start to feel less significant. You might find yourself drawn to simplicity, to experiences that nourish your soul rather than material possessions. This shift in priorities is a natural part of spiritual growth. As you connect more deeply with your inner self and with the broader reality of existence, your perspective on what truly matters in life often changes. This doesn't mean you have to give up all worldly pursuits or material comforts. It simply means that you start to make choices based on a deeper understanding of what brings true fulfillment and meaning to your life. One of the beautiful outcomes of walking your spiritual path alone is the development of inner peace. As you learn to trust your own wisdom, as you deepen your self-understanding and self-acceptance, you often find a growing sense of peace within yourself. This inner peace becomes an anchor, helping you stay centered even when life gets chaotic. It doesn't mean you'll never feel upset or stressed, but you'll have a calm core to return to, a sense of stability amidst life's changes. This inner peace also allows you to be more present in your daily life. Instead of constantly worrying about the future or regretting the past, you're able to fully engage with the present moment. This presence brings a richness and depth to your experiences that you might not have noticed before. As you continue on your spiritual journey, remember that growth isn't always linear. You'll have periods of rapid insight and change, followed by times that feel stagnant. You'll have days when you feel deeply connected to your spiritual self, and days when you feel lost or disconnected. All of this is normal. Spiritual growth often happens in cycles like the seasons of nature. There are times of active growth, times of rest and integration, times of shedding old beliefs, and times of new beginnings. The key is to stay committed to your path through all these cycles. Keep showing up for your practices, keep exploring and questioning, keep opening yourself to growth and insight. Over time, you'll see how even the challenging periods contribute to your overall growth. Remember, walking your spiritual path alone doesn't mean your journey doesn't impact others. As you grow and change, you naturally influence those around you. Your increased peace, compassion, and self-awareness ripple out into your relationships and interactions. You might find that people are drawn to the sense of calm or authenticity you project. You might inspire others to start their own spiritual explorations. You might find yourself naturally offering wisdom or comfort to those in need. This impact on others is not something you need to deliberately cultivate. It happens naturally as a result of your own growth. By focusing on your own path, you indirectly contribute to the growth and well-being of those around you. As we wrap up this exploration of walking the spiritual path alone, let's recap the main points. We've discussed how spiritual growth is inherently individual, the power of self-discovery, and the importance of overcoming external influences. We've explored how facing challenges alone builds inner strength, and why even group spiritual activities are ultimately personal experiences. We've talked about the importance of finding your own truth, the value of silence and solitude, and how to navigate relationships while staying true to your path. We've emphasized the beauty and importance of embracing your unique journey. Remember, walking your spiritual path alone isn't about isolation. It's about taking responsibility for your own growth, trusting your inner wisdom, and having the courage to follow your unique path. It's about developing a deep, authentic relationship with yourself and with the universe. Your spiritual journey is one of the most important adventures you'll ever undertake. It's a journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. It's a journey that can bring profound meaning, peace, and fulfillment to your life. So embrace your solo spiritual journey. Trust yourself. Be patient with the process, Stay open to growth and change, and remember, even when it feels challenging, you're not truly alone. We're all on this journey together, each in our own unique way. Your path is yours alone to walk, but the insights and growth you experience contribute to the collective evolution of us all. So keep exploring, keep growing, and keep shining your unique light in the world. Your spiritual journey matters not just for you, but for all of us.